rheumatoid arthritis, or RA, is an autoimmune disease. So it's kind of like MS or lupus. It's where your body basically doesn't have a turn-off button and it continues to attack the synovium fluid around the joints. One of my surgeons said it best when I had seen him about my hands. He said, rheumatoid arthritis is brutal. And I think what that means, and it's like any disease, it's where the parameters, you have different, the spectrum's huge. The spectrum is huge with rheumatoid. So you might meet somebody that has rheumatoid and you'd never know it. You might meet somebody in a wheelchair or somebody completely disabled. And to me that, and it causes immobility, and it causes you to modify and try to come up with different ways of doing the simplest tasks. It can be an invisible disease. My hands didn't look that bad as you've seen in the pictures until years after I was diagnosed. So I was diagnosed with rheumatoid after emergency C-section with your sister Emma, and it's ebbs and flows. It's been up and down. I've crawled down the floor, or at our home, to still being able to run some days back then, not now. People, kind of like other, like depression or other diseases, it's an invisible disease. So it's difficult sometimes for people because if you're not using a wheelchair or a walker, they look at you and think, oh, she's fine or he's fine, and they don't realize that you're in excruciating pain aside from everything else that comes with it. When I was first diagnosed, people thought it was just like regular arthritis. They'd say, I've got it in my thumb. They didn't realize the disability factor, that it is autoimmune, where my body is attacking the joints basically, which is causing permanent damage. The financial part of having a disease that pretty much can lay you up and you can't do the things I was in sales before I had got rheumatoid, although I knew I was going to stay home with my two kids, but even trying to go back, I could never do what I was doing physically. And the expense of the medications and everything that comes with it, relaxation techniques, massage, all that stuff. Even the car I drive. I mean, I can't get a car that's high up because my ankles won't. I can't stand on my tiptoes. So just things that people just don't even think. We build a ranch house. Everybody thought, you're building an old lady house. But now it's more popular. But we built a ranch because of the stairs, I can do them, but I don't do them well, and I don't do them easy. So it has affected everything in our lives. People don't understand the difference where it's wear and tear arthritis because you played football versus body is attacking itself, just like MS and lupus and those types of things. There's no turn-off button. I think about the physical part of it, the ugliness of it, the disease itself, the ugly joints. I think about more than that is the immobility. My hands I can't sit on the ground Indian style. I can barely get up, down on the ground and up off the ground. So you've got the physical, the immobility and whatnot. Then you've got the social aspect where you can't do what everybody else does, or you can't participate in events, be it from rheumatoid, you're exhausted, etc., or the side effects of the medications. And then you talk about the mental impact. So you take a girl like me that was a physical person, physical fitness was important, still is, and I was a runner, and you tell me you can no longer do that, or do it with ease. So all of those things go hand in hand, and they can cause each other. So the depression makes me not want to go out socially. I mean, they're all intertwined. that kind of gets to you sometimes.